Alright, we're gonna definitely want to pour them in.
Squirt!
Oh my god. Hey everyone! So today we're gonna be reviewing Signature Crafts Light Cure UV Resin. I've been using this UV resin for quite a while, and I really like it. So me and my boyfriend are going to be playing around with it just to show you how it works between someone who's inexperienced and someone who's experienced with UV resin. And this is going to be more of a fun video just to show how the resin works and how all of the pigments that I can't fit all of them in my hands actually, how all of the pigments work, because I've never used their pigmented UV resin before, so I'm very excited for this. So the colors we have are, we have black, green, white, fuchsia, red, and pink, hot pink, and regular clear. And my boyfriend wants to do his own intro.
Hey, this is Aiden coming at you live with another craft-tacular review for the Signature Crafts. What is it? Signature Crafts like her UV resin?
Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna start off with just the regular clear for now. And I have some molds picked out. I have a little kitty mold, a little Game Boy mold, then I have some deeper molds that we're gonna try out.
I think I'm gonna start with this one.
Are you gonna start with that one?
I'm gonna start with that one.
Alright, so we're gonna start with clear before the pigments, okay?
Okay.
Don't remember if this one comes with anything. Yes, it does. I'm just using a pair of tweezers because UV resin is very sticky and very annoying. So I usually just use a pair of tweezers to pry it off and then throw it immediately in the garbage because I don't like getting UV resin on my hand. The reason that I don't use gloves when working with UV resin is solely because it's a lot less messy and you can be a lot more direct with it because of the pointed nozzle. But if you are a very messy worker, I would still suggest that you do use gloves, especially if you're first starting out with resin in general. I would definitely suggest that you wear gloves, especially if you don't know what you're doing. So I'm going to be starting out with the kitty mold, and Aiden is going to be starting out with this mold. So I have my UV lamp right here. It is my name, and I promise that it's just a coincidence because this was the top rated UV lamp on Amazon. It's not spelled the same way though. Please spell my name right. So we're going to be starting out with just clear, like I said, and I'm doing my kitty mold because I love this mold. This mold is deformed and bent because that just happens with thin, clear molds very often. So definitely just going to want to fill it up. I'm going to zoom in a little bit just so you can see what I'm doing. So oh, it didn't focus. Oh, there we go. So definitely just want to fill it up, push it around a little bit because sometimes it will build up in one spot and then you realize that and you just overfilled the mold. So my only downside with this resin is that it does have a very, very strong smell. It's not necessarily the strongest smelling resin that I've used, UV resin rather. It's definitely not the strongest smelling one, but it is a very, very strong smell. I usually let it degas for a few minutes. I'm going to spray some alcohol on it, just like I do with regular epoxy resin. And then just turn the lamp on, let it sit for a few seconds, and then I'm going to pop it right under the lamp. And we'll stop it so you can fill it first.
So I'm going to be using this one and going with the clear to start. I'm going to put a little nub at the base of clear only. So I'm going to go ahead and just do this into it.
This is his first time working with...
This is my first time working with resin.
any kind of resin.
Yeah, any kind of resin. Let's see. More than I was looking for, but that looks good to me.
What do you think about the smell?
It doesn't smell very strongly. I was giving him the smell.
He was smelling it.
I almost like it.
It's a good smell, but it's very strong.
It is. Definitely a strong smell. To me, a tasty smell. Okay.
Alright, so you're definitely going to want to pop it under.
I don't want to put it on yours.
I usually like to cure them between 3 to 5 minutes, and then I usually take it out and I will cure it for about 10 more minutes. And then from then on, I will determine on how long, depending on the stickiness and the thickness. So while I want mine to cure fully, Aidan wants his to mix just a little bit. So he's going to be using one of the pigmented UV resins now.
So I'm going to be using, yes, there it is. This, the black. And, okay, let's go ahead and just put that in.
Glitter? Do you want to add glitter?
Okay. So yes, I do want to add glitter to my resin, so I'm going to be doing that in this cup here. This probably wasn't opened.
So while he's opening that, I'm going to be showing you what glitter he's deciding to use, and it is Get High Silver Weed Leaf Glitter by 𝗱𝗶𝘀𝗰𝗹𝗶 Glitters. And these are not sponsored, I just really like her glitter a lot. It's very pretty. And these are brand new in her shop as well. Look at that. That's spectrum right there. That's so pretty.
So let's get started. Let's get you there. Alright, started with the black. Okay. I have no idea what I'm doing. Does that look like enough to you?
A little more.
A little more?
That's good.
That's good?
So you're definitely going to want to use this little scoopy. It's just going to make getting the glitter out a little bit easier.
And let's see. Okay. So that's 1, 2... 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Alright, you don't have to use the scoopy if you don't want to.
8. I'm waiting for you to tell me when to stop.
Oh, it depends on how much glitter you want in it.
I don't know what's a normal amount of glitter.
That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. That's enough. Close it before you drop it.
Okay, let's get those stragglers in. Okay. And just mix it up with this? Or?
Yeah, mix it up with the other end. Or if you want to use a stiffer one, you could use the nub.
Use the stiffer one, yeah.
The nub.
Alright, let's mix that up. Looks good to me.
Get the straggler.
Okay.
No, this one. There you go.
Okay, just pour it in, huh?
Now you just pour it in.
Alright. I've never done this before, and this is an extremely delicate maneuver. Watch carefully. Flawless execution.
So now we're just going to press this and just kind of let it cure from a distance, so it makes it a little bit easier to transport it underneath. So while those are curing, me and Aidan are going to be doing this mold together.
We get to both do different colors
Yeah.
in the same mold? That's up.
Yeah, I'm going to do red and pink.
Yeah, I guess I'll do green, white, and purple.
Green, white, and purple?
Green, white, and purple. We already have the black shown in the other one.
Yeah. Okay, so we took off all of the little plastics. Alright, we're gonna definitely want to put them in.
Squirt.
Oh my god. So. These colors are very pretty. I'm zooming in. Oh, the pink is really nice. Yeah, these are really pretty colors. The fuchsia and the pink definitely look very similar.
Yeah, very similar.
But there's definitely enough distinction you can tell which is purple and which is pink. I really like the red though. What happened to the white?
Didn't make it in there.
I'm gonna add some more pink. Look at this going on right here. You can't really see it on camera, but there's a little zigzag going on with the pink and red. That's kind of cool. Alright, we'll do the white in another mold.
I was thinking maybe just squiggle it across the top.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Just do something like- That's coming out clear.
No, I can see it. It's definitely coming out white, but it's probably as white as you can get a UV resin.
Right.
This is really pretty. Do we want to swirl it?
I think that's actually good as is.
I know, it looks really cool.
I think it's swirled enough just from pouring it in there.
Yeah. Do you want to add just a little more green?
Yes. Let's top it up.
And now we will spray it down. So I've decided that we're going to do white in the kitty mold. Disclaimer, I just found out that my kitty mold is actually a little bit messed up on the surface. So it's not the resin, it's going to be the kitty mold when you see very weird textures on the finished pieces. This is going to be solely for the color though. So that's not going to be a big deal right now. But with the clear, you're going to see what I'm talking about.
Alright, let's come in and fill the mold. A little more.
A little more, yeah. That's good. Let's spray it down. And been about a half an hour, 45 minutes. You definitely want to cure any UV resin for about that long, just to ensure a very full cure. So this is the clear one. And like I stated before, any imperfections on the surface are because of the mold. So the wrinkles and everything, and the little spots, that's because of the mold. But here's the back. Their UV resin is very, very clear. There are little to no micro bubbles in here. And you can easily see that. Here's the white. This was all pure white. Again, the imperfections, the mold. This is pure white, and it's a very good white for a UV resin. It's a good amount of pigment, and I know that a lot of UV resins have difficulty getting that nice pigment in the resin itself.
Well, last but not least, mine. As you can see here, mine, I elected to go with clear on the bottom and black with glitter. You can see it up with a fairly nice piece.
And yours is matte because the mold is matte.
Yeah, have some trimming to do, some glazing, but came out about how I was hoping for.
The base of yours is very good to show off the clear.
Yeah, let's see if we can get a dark background behind it.
Well, he's going to be looking for something to show off the clear. Again, this is all because of the mold I use. UV resin always shrinks when you cure it. You're going to want to keep that in mind. So this one did begin to pop out of the mold as it was curing, which caused small deformations in the mold to become a lot more prominent like this. But it's not very sticky. It's very slightly sticky. It kind of feels, I wouldn't say greasy or sweaty, but like just slightly sticky. But most UV resins are going to be like that if you don't cure them for a pretty long time. I usually like to cure for about an hour, just to make sure that it's not sticky at all. Some people opt to use isopropyl alcohol and wipe the surface. I have found that that fogs up the surface too much to my liking. So again, you know, I didn't really peel off anything, but the colors are very, very pretty. I'll show the back because it looks nicer. I do need to get newer molds because all of mine are very worn out, but the colors are really pretty. I really like the green. Green's very pretty.
Now you can see here the clear part of the front section of my piece. Let's see how that turned out. Very clear, very few micro bubbles.
And it's not sticky, right?
No, this is not sticky at all. Not even in the slightest. And then they clumped up a little there, but that has nothing to do with the resin.
Or the glitter.
Yeah.
That is everything we did, and we had a lot of fun doing that, and we're probably going to play a lot more with it. But I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope it was informative in some way, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!